Everything they promised never actually came true. You said I would turn within a week. That explosion in my chest finally went quiet. The stage is beneath my feet right now. Anger kept the fire burning for years. Now I simply look at the code. This victory doesn't need a single word. Everything is gone, but I can still see the shapes. The view from here is exactly how I dreamed. You are just a small speck in the distance. This weight belongs to nobody but me. Every single square inch of this apartment is telling me a story I can't finish. Success is the punch you never saw coming. No one is holding my breath for me anymore. This rage turned into something beautiful and real. The spotlight is hitting the gold on my neck. The ghosts of your words don't scare me. Walking through the smoke felt like a rebirth. Everyone is shouting my name tonight at once. You were wrong about every single thing. Every single square inch of this apartment is telling me a story I can't finish. You are just a small speck in the distance. This weight belongs to nobody but me. It's finally clear for the first time. I am not looking back at you. Everything they promised never actually came true. You said I would turn within a week. The label in my hand says one thing only. The truth is out and the pulse gets louder. This feeling is getting too seductive now. Why am I still asking you in my head? This feeling is getting too seductive now. You make me want to be just like you. Everything went quiet when you finally spoke. You won't look up, but I feel your heat. The dark part of this feels almost right. We stand here waiting for a shift in tone. Your words made a dent in the night. The air in my lungs feels way too thick. This version of us is brand new territory. The way you hurt me is kind of attractive. We are all sinking way too deep. The tension is pressing against my ribs. Why am I still asking you in my head? You make me want to be just like you. The tension is pressing against my ribs. The truth is out and the pulse gets louder. We both know what you want me to do. Nothing else matters but this one spot. wheels screeched to a halt. The stranger didn't look twice. dust on these old boots feels new. The ticket was a one-way path. Tonight everything tastes like electric air. Vanity didn't make the trip. Something is pulling my balance off. It is lonely at the top of this hill. Everything feels a little bit tilted now. Panic and magic are the same. Tonight, steel wheels screech to a halt. The top button on this coat is loose. Years of carrying you just stop. Everything feels a little bit tilted now. Center ground is a ghost I chase. Panic and magic are the same thing tonight. That stranger didn't look twice. Dust on these old boots feels new. My heart is a pendulum swinging too wide. Nobody here can tell that I'm broken. Our little code sounds wrong now. Passion made us speak in shorthand for years. The intense silence follows every setup I start. Nobody else knows why that phrase was funny. I forgot there's no one to get the reference. This dialect died the day you left. A whole world vanished in a single breath. That one name brings back the desire to tell you. Tonight is just a long list of things you won't hear. Every phrase I have feels like half a piece. Searching for your eyes in the crowded space is useless. Our little code sounds wrong now. It hits me that we are finally finished. Wait for the reply, empty air between us. Now it's gone, words we invented are turning into ghosts. Every phrase I have feels like half a piece. Searching for your eyes in the crowded space is useless. Shorthand for years. The intense silence follows every setup I start. Nobody else knows why that phrase was funny. I forgot there's no one to get the reference. You stand there and don't make a sound. The plan is already set in motion. This isn't just about walking away. We had a deal that you broke. Your silence won't change what I know. One simple phrase is all it takes. Tonight I finally balanced the scales. Betrayal has a very specific shape. It looks like you're refusing to speak. I'm just waiting for the click. Everything is too loud and too bright. You look like a stranger already. You don't get to ask for mercy. My grip is tight and my eyes are dry. I visualized this for 3 weeks straight. You look like a stranger already. I Payback is the only thing left. This will hurt more than you think. Everything is too loud and too bright. You don't get to ask for mercy. You stand there and don't make a sound. The plan is already set in motion. I'm deleting everything before I go. The weight on my chest won't leave. Two zippers click against the metal lock. Last month we talked about staying until June. Tonight it feels like a habit I cannot break. My body hasn't realized you're gone yet. Tonight feels like a habit I cannot break. Regret is a taste that sticks to my tongue. This schedule says I should be asking about your day. The air in here is getting harder to breathe. I'm still hanging by the latch. Maybe I can't let go of the routine. Sweat is damp on my palms while I wait. Regret is a taste that sticks to my tongue. This schedule says I should be asking about your day. Two zippers click against the metal locket. The new girl wears your favorite shade of blue. She laughs at something that you said just now. My vision fades, but I look straight ahead. That little spark we had belongs to her. Recovery feels like a lie I tell. Healing is harder than the people say. You notice me and wave a polite hello. Who am I supposed to tell this? Who am I supposed to tell this? Everything feels stronger since you left. That joke you told was meant for only us. Now it just sits inside my burning throat. That mark is the only thing I recognize. Last night I took the long way through the park. The trees look better than they ever did. The most important thought of my entire day. It has no place to land except the air. A static hum replaces every word. You look so happy standing by her side. This progress that I made feels very thin. Everything feels stronger since you left. The air between us turned to frozen ice. I have a million things I can't explain. The pavement under me is cold and gray. One tap makes your smiling grit disappear. We built 5 years in a few seconds. Now I am just standing in the quiet. I don't recognize the person looking back anymore. The name on my mail sounds like a stranger. Every old post is gone for good. The person I was just walked away. Nothing feels the same in this skin. The side where you slept is finally cold. That funny story has no place to go. The morning arrived and you were just there. 5 years evaporated in one afternoon. Nobody knows the version of me you made. I threw away the playlist we shared. I don't know who I am anymore. It all within just an empty space. I am so alone. My own reflection is a total mystery. I don't recognize the person looking back anymore. The person I was just walked away. I'm staring at a brand new face. The name on my mail sounds like a stranger. Every old post is gone for good. I'm staring at a brand new face. The old melody plays on the speakers tonight. Your name doesn't sound the same anymore. A few warning signs went ignored for too long. I know how the rest of this story goes. How did the walls get so far apart today? The distance feels like a threat I can't name. Please don't test me with that look again. I can't remember the last time we touched. The air feels thick and mostly empty now. One small move makes the whole world tilt. These hands forgot how to reach across the wood. Yesterday we shared a joke about the future. Tonight the clock just ticks until you leave. You used to know every thought in my head. This change happened while I was still asleep. grin stayed on way too long tonight. Everything feels like a giant mistake now. The pressure is pushing my shoulders down, 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 down. This mask is starting to itch my skin. One more joke and I might just snap. The cracks are showing in the dark. It feels like the air just got twice as heavy in here. The pressure is pushing my shoulders down. We were fine just 20 minutes ago. Nothing makes sense when the party stops. Yeah, 1,000 hours since you sent the text. You left a hole that tastes like heartbreak. I really need you to be here right now. The sad frequency is vibrating in my bones. It feels like the air just got twice as heavy in here. Nothing makes sense when the party stops. We were fine just 20 minutes ago. The grin stayed on way too long tonight. It's just me and the silence now. Everything feels like a giant mistake now. The pressure is pushing my shoulders down. We were fine just 20 minutes ago. We talk about nothing while I reach for your palm. A second ago, I was playing it calm. Everything shifted when our skin finally met. That girl who stayed quiet is easy to forget. Your thumb rests still against my thumb. The air gets thin and I feel numb. Will you let go or pull me close? I don't want this choice. A sudden explosion makes the world go quiet. We talk about nothing while I reach for your palm. A second ago, I was playing it calm. Everything shifted when our skin finally met. Usually I nod and agree with your lies. Tonight there is fire inside of my eyes. You ask what is wrong, but you already know. This anger feels better than letting it go. My jaw is tight and I'm paralyzed. The truth is burning through every word. One single touch change what I deserve. seductive grace. The ticking counts down every second. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not even hurting yet. You haven't tried to say a word. The silence feels like a dark storm. We both know this is the end. You look right through my face. You were always a mistake. Two bags are leaning by my feet. The errand here turned thin. Nothing is going to save us. One black strap slips off my shoulder. That low voice pulls me back. Every animal bone says I should run. The ice is all turned to water. I don't want to be sad. I am waiting for the crash. You were always a mistake. You move with a seductive grace. The ticking counts down every second. This highway has no more turns. The errand here turned in. The thin gray strip of sky is showing now. Nothing looks the same since yesterday. We stayed up way too late talking. The air got thin so fast. You are still sleeping while I struggle. Every deep intake hurts my chest. This vanity makes me feel so small. The top of the world is just lonely. That digital bank statement says I've won. This emptiness doesn't care about the numbers. A city of people would trade places with me. You haven't moved a muscle since 4. Nobody hears the way the world stopped. That expensive view doesn't mean anything anymore. The truth is I am actually terrified. I don't know how to exist alone. The silence is a massive thing. The gold on the wall is peeling. The people below are just waking up. The air got thin so fast. Everything turned cold while we were dreaming. You are still sleeping while I struggle. Every deep intake hurts my chest. This vanity makes me feel so small. Everything turned cold while we were dreaming. 501 means you are heading up. That familiar laugh comes from a stranger now. The cold air tastes like a sharp metal. Feet moving fast on the dark asphalt. Shaking fingers find the rhythm of the walk. Intensity builds as the gap gets wider. The clock stopped working for us. Passion turned into a ghost on the curve. This desire has nowhere to land tonight. We are moving in opposite directions now. 7 minutes ago you finished that thought. We are moving in opposite directions now. 501 means you are heading out. A familiar laugh comes from a stranger now. Every step creates a new quiet. a sharp metal. Everything you said was a lie. One tap and your name is gone. This revenge feels like ice. Betrayal turns the heat down low. What did I used to buy? Pictures of us disappear now. The payback is finally here. Every photo hits the trash. The long silence starts today. Your favorite playlist is finished. You lied while looking away. We were built on nothing. This sharp edge feels right. Pictures of us disappear now. Cost you everything. Tracing the pattern on your shoulder while you sleep. That look on your face changed while we were dreaming. We woke up and the air in here turned cold. I keep hearing you everywhere. Every click of the heater makes me jump. Regret is the only thing hanging tonight. Tracing the pattern on your shoulder while you sleep. I really can't let go of how we were. 3 a.m. finds me staring at the ceiling again. That joke I almost told died in my throat. Imagining a different path won't change the facts. The space between us got so wide so fast. Maybe I should have said it sooner. Our old ways are drifting out of reach. Everything feels different than it used to be. Your ghost is hiding in the radiator hum. It hurts so much knowing you weren't there. Every click of the heater makes me jump. Regret is the only thing hanging tonight. A look on your face changed while we were dreaming. We woke up and the air in here turned cold. Two bows are out, the dial starts turning. That old tune returns. Healing feels like this. Muscle memory takes over. This routine never changed. Now everything feels stronger. My hands haven't heard the news yet. Recovery finally moved. Yesterday is a phase. Someone else owns the melody. Night brings a new song. The salt feels heavy, moving through the motion. No weight behind the task. That person is long gone. Night brings a new song. Yesterday is a phase. Someone else owns the melody. My own space feels enough. I forgot the second dish. People push past like I am made of air. That girl in red just laughed at nothing at all. Nobody noticed when I walked through the pack. A familiar sentence formed against my teeth. This whole plan just vanished in and out. The words just turned to water. Everything I meant to say is gone now. My tongue feels heavy and completely dry. The music is way too loud for this feeling. The life we had is missing from this world. I thought you would always be here. People push past like I am made of air. That girl in red just laughed at nothing at all. Yeah. A sudden gap open in the middle of the day. Nothing is where it used to be. The blue jacket you left behind is still on the bench. 10 million voices are shouting, but it sounds lonely. The time on my wrist says things are different. Yesterday was a movie that someone burned. A thin line of salt is all I have left. I am rehearsing a life that was deleted. I thought you would always be here. Nobody noticed when I walked through the pack. A sudden gap opened in the middle of the day. That specific way you said hello is gone. This crowd is too big for someone so alone. The strange face looks back again. Skin feels like a plastic wrap. Nobody knows I am here tonight. Every feature seems way too sharp. A cold pulse hits the wall. The air goes completely flat. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is. This mask doesn't fit my jaw anymore. A warning sign flashes in my head. That person in the frame isn't me. message started everything. Your name blinked once and then twice. Everything felt easy for a second. I almost sent a reply back tonight. The walls feel like they shifted. Everything is twice as big now. Midnight is a lot to carry. The sudden loss is the air. The space between us got too wide. This heartbreak changed the whole floor plan. The late message started everything. We watch that show every Tuesday. Now the jokes just hit the carpet. The shopping cart feels like that. Everything for one was never the plan. You fell off your favorite coat.